And one of the biggest questions I have right now are, what if I get stopped by ICE? What are my rights? So the little red card that you have, one side is English, one side is Spanish. So the first thing I want to talk about is, what if they come to your house? Don't open the door. No. You're not required to open the door if the warrant is signed by an administrative person in ICE. If they say they have a warrant, they can slip it under the door or they can show it through the window. The rule is a little different if it's been signed by a judge. But almost all of this, all of what we're hearing about is an ICE deportation warrant, and that is not signed by a judge. Now, it may be that you would need to give your name if asked. And I'm saying that because there is a crime of failure to identify. But you don't have to say what country you're from, date of birth, anything like that. You can respectfully give them this card and say, you know, yo quiero silencio. If you are brought into ICE, you do have the right to speak to a lawyer, but it's not like the movies. Deportation or immigration violations, it's civil law, it's not criminal law. So they often will process you before they will let you have a phone call, and that is normal, and that's not against the rules. One of the biggest problems that we have is after 2 or 3 days, maybe I will get a call and they'll say, hey, can you find my spouse? Can you find my parent? I don't know where they are. They called me, but I forgot to ask. So if you get the call, make sure you tell them, call every day you can, because if you get moved, we want to know where you are. Now, if you have been taken into ICE and you know you're going to be put into deportation proceedings, there's something called a bond hearing that you are entitled to. And a bond hearing might take 1 or 2 weeks after we file something to get. Although the last time I filed a bond, it took 2 days to set, so that was wonderful. The reason I'm going into a little detail is because sometimes what I have heard people have been told is, oh, you're married to a U.S. citizen, just sign here, and yes, you'll go back to Mexico, but you're married to a U.S. citizen. It'll be easy to bring you back. Okay, so I want to make sure that everyone realizes, and maybe the officers think that's true, or maybe they're tricking you. I'm not making a call on that, but I'm just letting you know it's just not true, okay? That's why we are doing these gatherings, is we want more information out to the people who need it.